Hey everybody, and happy Saturday. Eric here with today's Women's History Moment. Let me get my there. It sounds better now. Okay, today we are spotlighting another Women's Woman of the Year through USA Today, which is Representative Eleanor Holmes Norton. She is representative of Washington, D.C. And for those of you who don't know, DC does send one representative to Congress in the House. They do not have any representation in the Senate. And while Representative Norton can speak on the floor, she has no voting power. DC has no voting power, partly because of it being DC, the District of Columbia, which is the capital of the United States. I don't know why, but I just remember that from my civics lessons and history lessons and politics lessons in college. I still don't know why, but she was chosen as a Woman of the Year for 2025. So let's dive in, and there will be a short video at the end, as always, in Representative Norton's own words. All right, so bear with me. There is a professional picture of her as the representative, and let's talk about her. So, Representative Eleanor Holmes Norton from D.C., with the motto of never give up, keeps charging against the odds. She has for years, according to the article. She has been the lone voice in Congress for Washington, D.C. since 1991. And as the sole federal representation for the capital city, she has made granting statehood for the district her defining goal. And every time the statehood bill comes to the floor, it rarely ever even gets out of committee. Those are my words. Norton, who is a Democrat, and other local D.C. leaders have long pushed to make Washington a state and grant the district's residents voting representation in Congress. So not only cannot Representative Norton vote, but if you live in D.C., you have no voting privileges. Norton serves as a non-voting delegate. There we go. A D.C. statehood bill has yet to be taken up for vote in the Senate, where a formidable 60-vote threshold looms. Several Republicans have opposed granting statehood over questions of constitutionality and the capital city's largely Democratic demographic, which is about 77% resident voters are registered Democrats. So while they can vote locally, they can't vote federally. And of course, that is no surprise. So, continuing on, President Donald Trump, who has said previously that statehood for the district will, quote, never, unquote, happen. Back in the White House and the GOP in charge of both chambers of Congress, the odds of achieving a 51st state with D.C., I'm inserting that, appear slim at best, because all the talk about the 51st state is on Canada. Yet heading into her 18th term, and remember, representatives run on a 2-year term, and so she has been in that position for going on 20 years now, heading into her 18th term. So 17 times 2 is, you do the math, and so instead of 18 times 2, she is heading into her 18th term, which will be an additional 2 years. Norton has faced adversity throughout her time in office, and a civil rights activist before that, is unfazed. Not only has she represented in Washington for decades, Norton, who is 87, is a third generation Washingtonian, born and raised in the nation's capital, who has watched the area grow and change. Oh, it's changed a great deal, she said. Of course, the aspiration we have in the district is for statehood. Although we've gotten that passed twice, that's also the most difficult thing to achieve in my jurisdiction. During the interview, there were a couple of questions that were asked of her, and I will put the link for her interview in the comments. But for now, let's go ahead and pull up the video and play that for you in Eleanor's own words. All right, I'm going to pause the video there, and I'm going to put the link to this video in the description of the comments, because this particular video and the interview with Representative Norton is unusually long for compared to the other videos of the Women of the Year. Her video is about 59 minutes, and so I will put the link to the video, to the actual video, in the comments, along with the article link as well, so you can read the questions and see her answers as well while listening to the video. And so that concludes today's Women's History video spotlight on Representative Eleanor Norton from Washington, D.C. Now it's time for me to go out for my last walk of the week. Hope everyone in the South is safe. Storms are coming through. Here in Charlotte, we're expecting them overnight on Sunday morning into Sunday afternoon. Make sure everybody pays attention to weather forecasts. Be safe and take care of yourselves. And please remember, if you have pets outside, please bring them inside, because they are going to look to you for comfort during these storms and those noises that they don't recognize and are not used to. The storms and the thunder scares them. So take care of your pets as well. And we'll see you on the next video. Thank you for viewing, thank you for liking, and thank you for sharing. And if you feel so moved, thank you for subscribing.